everyone, my name is Stat. I'm 11 years old and I'm an English I learner. Today I'm going to talk about public transportation. And before we get into that, I want to talk about what I have learned from this lesson. So, I have learned a lot of key expression as well as vocabularies and grammars. And now I'm going to show you what I've learned from this lesson. So, the main idea or topic of this reading passage or lesson is taking public transportation while you travel. And the key expressions that I've learned is the first one is could I do something like that, and the second one is it okay to, and I will take an example of those two ones for you right away. So the first one is could I, and the example of it is could I go to the toilet? Could I playing football with my friend after school? Like that. And the example of the second one is it okay to drive fast while you on highway? And that's what I've learned from this lesson. And this lesson is full of fun and great things that make the lesson aren't just fun. It's like more interesting, and I can learn more things with it. So let's jump in with the second part, which is I will talk about recently the pros and cons of recently transportation, and I will talk about what I want in the future to have those transportation. So now I will talk about the pros and cons of nowadays transportation. So the transportation nowadays is using fuel, except the cars. Now it's have electric car, like brand like Tesla, but it's not very common, not very popular, like every world using it. So it doesn't count like it's popular at it's normal to people to afford it. So it's not common yet, and right now the transportation that people using is first motorbikes, trains, cars, bus, plane. I just called up some very basic transportation for you. I will not talking about some specific transportation, so I've called up some very normal basic transportation that you can see every day. So let's talk about plane because I love planes. So planes, I will talk about the pros first because it's moving really fast. So it can drive you from this place to that place, from A to B, faster than any other transportation. And I think right now it's a really, really cool and amazing inventions. But the cons of it is it's using fuel, and it's using fuel. It's bad for the it's create pollutions, environment pollution, and it's not that good right now to planes using fuel. But in the future, I was hoping that there's electric planes. That's mean the plane is using 100% electric to flying above the sky. So that's it. I was hoping now they make some concept about the electric planes, and maybe in the future, 10 years, 20 years later, there will be many electric and like saving ecology transportation And that's it. That's what I've learned. What I want to tell you, and thank you for listening to my presentation.